Rodney, I appreciate you joining us.
Yes, sir.
Excited to get to know you better. Excited to be able to tell the story of the student athlete better. Very much appreciate your time today.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all for having me.
Yeah, man. So how far is Statesboro from Tallahassee?
It's 4 hours.
4 hours.
Yeah, born 4 hours.
How many times a year do you get back to Statesboro?
Oof, like whenever we have a break, I go back home just to like see my mom and stuff like that. My dad, my parents.
You think that's 4 times a year, 3 times a year?
I'm gonna say about like 4 or 5.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And on average, those times where you see your mom and dad, how many? Is that a 2-day trip? Is that a 5-day trip?
It's about like 4 or 5 days. Sometimes like our longest break is like a month around there. So around like that.
So like, I think there's a decent misconception that maybe after the bowl game, y'all go back to just kind of being quote unquote regular students or whatever. Walk me through just your schedule, say second week of February or something like that.
Second week of February, well, I'm back here. Like our bowl game, like we go to that, but we go to January. Like whenever the bowl game go, like it's over with, we go home for like a few days. Then we come back and it's time to start tour duty then. And tour duty lasts about February, like the first week. And then about after February, we back. It's starting spring ball for us because we start up early.
So how do you wake up? You have an alarm clock? You have a phone?
You always got to keep your alarm because you always got to be there early. Coach Norvell like that 5 minutes early. Sometimes
so
it starts
during tour duty, what time does your phone go off?
Ooh, we got to be at tour duty like walking in at 6. Like we walk in the IPF at 6, so you got to get up like 5.
5?
Yeah, 5. So me sometimes because since running backs, like we meet earlier, so we'll meet like, like 5:30. So I get up like 5 o'clock around there just to be safe.
When you're doing tour duty, you walk out of the building at 8 o'clock or so afterwards. How long are you on site there? Something like that.
Tour duty lasts an hour. It's a rough hour. It's like an hour. So we'll get done. You're gonna lay in the locker room. It's gonna be about 7:15 when you get done. You're gonna lay in the locker room till about 8:30. Mm-hmm. So I'll leave out there about like 9. How I do it.
Then you got classes start from there.
Yes, sir.
Take me through your day during tour duty.
So the day during tour duty, I'm gonna tell you my freshman year. My freshman year, I had like 3 classes when I first came. So after tour duty, I go home, take a shower. And then at that time, it's like 9. My class started at 10:15. So I go to my class at 10:15. I stay in there till like 11. Then I got my math class. That was at like 11:30. So I have to rush from, and like one of my classes in the middle of Landis. And Landis is like, it's close to everything, but my other class was like at the front, like over there by the leach. Mm-hmm. So I had to walk over there, and I didn't have a scooter at this time, so I just had to walk. So I was just walking 3 classes like every day, like every time we had on tour duty. It was rough, but I made it through.
What time was your academic day in during that stretch of time?
My academic day ended like 2. Okay. I'll be done with all my stuff around like 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
So then I just go home.
Once you go home, you have any more commitments after that? You have tutorial,
I'll be like
lifting. What else you have on your schedule?
I go home and then sometimes we'll probably have blitz or something like that. Like blitz will go in there and stretch and stuff like that, little workout. But if not, we'll just go home, just finish my homework and stuff like that because that's when my workload was crazy. Mm-hmm. So I had to go do work, and then once I finish all my work, I just take a shower, relax. Then it's time to chill. Then
there you go.
Yes, sir.
For when it's time to chill, what does that mean for you?
Play the game, probably talk on the phone with my friends from back home, stuff like that. Or I go downstairs and talk with my other teammates and stuff.
You have friends from home that are student athletes and friends from home that aren't student athletes, I imagine?
Yes, sir.
What's the difference in their experience when you talk to them and what they're doing?
My friend that go to UCF, like we have the same exact like schedule, like they do the same thing we do, but they just don't do like tour duty. Like they probably don't do the same amount of work we do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But he understand what goes on. But from somebody like that don't go, like they don't play a sport in school, like my friends and stuff, like when I tell them about it, they just don't believe it. Like they just be like, you really be up at that time in the morning every day? I was like, yeah, I got to. Like it's on the way. I got to keep on. I got to do it.
Got to do it.
Got to do it.
Absolutely. Cool. Besides, obviously, we're all Florida State fans and we're jaded by the logo when, speaking from our perspective. But from your perspective, what's been special during your time in Tallahassee? What do you think you would have experienced that maybe you wouldn't at UCF or Florida or Tennessee or wherever else that you might have considered?
Really, the chop. Like whenever you're in the stadium and you just see everybody just doing the chop and it's all in sync.
Yeah.
Like it's just
so unique. Nothing like that out there.
That's different. That's way different. That's different. You just get chills.
Yeah.
Get you chills.
Statesboro and Tallahassee are, somewhat similar as far as just like small southern towns, stuff like that. But what have you been exposed to? What have you been able to go through as a student athlete that, has made you appreciate that experience, or something that was maybe a little bit unique?
I say, let me think, like, just walking through college towns, like, whenever it's like before the games and stuff like that, and we get to go out a little bit, like before we go to like the hotel and stuff, I get to go out there and just see everybody and just see how like it bring a lot of people together, like a lot of people. And that's something like I see that in Statesboro too, like whenever Georgia Southern plays and stuff like that. I see that too, but down here it's just a little different.
A little larger, a little different, a little larger scale.
Yeah.
So somebody like yourself, like a student athlete going through that experience, what is it to kind of turn the fishbowl on itself? Meaning like you, the student athlete, gets that 10 minutes to walk through college town during game day or whatever else, and you look at it and you're just like, man, there are 70,000 psychopaths here for this or whatever. It's just to see the amount of energy, the amount of people that are emotionally invested. I know, or I imagine once you run through the stadium, you're worried about what's going on. You're worried about responsibilities, whatever it may be. But it's a little bit different in that brief little window where you get to see things. You get to see, all the energy, excitement, passion, whatever you want to label it as see what it is for us fans.
Yes, sir. I'm like, it make me wear that Seminole logo a little bit, like make you proud, like it just make you proud, really. Like it's just different because like not everybody get to do it. So like when I see all them people out there and stuff like that, it just make me like go harder, really.
Yeah.
Like dang, they really love Florida State like that much, like really, like they'll come up to you, like you think me personally, nobody didn't know me, like they'll come up to me, Rodney, like I don't know even know how you know my name, like I don't even play for real, like I just be out here just be on practice, just doing my thing, just trying to.
You're underselling yourself a little bit.
Yes, sir, but it just made me wear it with a lot more pride. Like I just love it. Like I like that.
Yeah. Final question, man. What has your opportunity to work with Battles in? What is your opportunity to be able to take advantage of your NIL meant maybe for yourself, your family, whatever it may be?
Oh yes, it helped me a lot. Really, I don't play it like I always tell people. Like I don't play the game for money. Like I never want like I don't really play it for money and stuff like that. But when I got the opportunity for Battles in to come in and help me out, help my family, you know what I'm saying? I can help out my nephews and stuff because I have a lot of them. So like whenever I can help them and make sure that they can get the stuff that they need for school and stuff like that, it just made me feel different because I never really had that like growing up.
That's awesome, man. Rodney, thoroughly enjoyed getting to know you and your parents, and very much appreciate your time today.
Yes, sir. Thank you too.
Yeah, man. Thank you.